listeners are angry. I think I see a group of callers says Trump is hypocritical hiring foreign workers. Hillary supporter, country could do better with her. Jay, how can Alex stand behind Trump separating families? I mean, these are all just nonsensical if you know the facts, but I'm going to. So please stay there. But James in Ohio says, I flipped on Rex 84. Now, again, that was a plan. If Latin America collapsed or had a communist revolution, and tens of millions of people, between 20 and 40 million, they estimated, came in with the left and the weathermen orchestrating it, which was an actual plan, they would have to house these people or civilization would break down. The left got it in Congress, said it was a plan to put people in concentration camps. So like they say, Trump's putting people in concentration camps. No, they're not concentration camps where you're worked to death or starved to death. These are thousands of people coming across, men, women, children. They're processing them. They're deporting some, keeping others. Then Ellis Island was a death camp because they held you there 1 month, 6 months in quarantine, in individual cells. So it's just not reality. So I was saying, was I buying into all that leftist propaganda? There were real FEMA camp programs. That was all under the Clintons, Bush some, and of course Obama. We got the documents on that. Plans to re-educate Americans with the word re-educate given to the Army. It was real. So I pioneered exposing that stuff. But in hindsight, I'm going, the left actually tried to set all that up. Look at the universities are like re-education camps. Look at how they're bullies. Look how they hate free speech. So I'm saying, is Trump implementing Rex 84, opening 2 bases to hold the new giant influx? And they're going to call those concentration camps. So I'm trying to decipher things here. What do you think, James, in Ohio?
All right, Alex, just a little background real quick. I was in the Army and the Marine Corps, military policeman in both, and a federal cop. I'm now 50, and I've been contracting since 2005 in Iraq and Afghanistan. My qualm is I like you. I support you. I even buy your products, Super Male Vitality and other items.
Thank you.
And I will continue to do that. But gentlemen can disagree without being disagreeable. My only issue with it is just like with Harry Reid, when he made the nuclear option under Obama for the different things going through the Senate, they didn't see how the Republicans could flip back on them with it. My worry is it would make it far easier. Look, when I was a federal cop, we had targets of kids, and you covered this, and old women and stuff, you know, grandmothers and women that were pregnant. And we had to engage those targets, right? There's a reason for that. And they were American people. So the slippery slope that I talked about is just, it would make it so much easier if they're normalizing this and they're trying to, they can justify and say, look what Trump did. Look what Trump did. We're just doing the same thing except it's to these
No, I get it, because they're calling it camps, even though it's really just shelters, secured shelters. You're just saying, I agree with you, that this is just a general normalization. It's why the left wanted to create the crisis, to actually bring us into real martial law. Reagan was looking at an emergency response to stop it from happening, and I was just learning with perspective now, because the left is running the same operation in Europe and here.
Yes, and the other thing that I would say, and it's just my point of view, you were the first one that covered the fusion centers. These things are real. And you've also covered, like, the different topics that I know of from the Gulf War that I can't really get into right now. But I'm just telling you that I've seen what civil war looks like. I've seen the destabilizations of nations, and I've tried to even restabilize. And I just worry that that is what they're intending for America, brother.
I totally agree. But just to be clear, the globalists, the Democrats, from what you're seeing, they're trying a destabilization. I see Trump clearly engaged in a stabilization.
Yes, exactly. No, you're exactly correct. But I'm saying if a Democrat, God forbid, a globalist, it doesn't even have to be a Democrat. Let's say a Romney gets in.
No, I get it. Trump normalizes these emergency centers because Latin America's collapsing. I mean, what are we supposed to do? They can then grab the infrastructure and use it.
Yes, exactly. Except they'd flip it on us. The Patriot, the American.
I get it.
Look at how they still buy the gun owners. I mean, every right, speech even now, everybody's a Nazi.
Oh, there's no doubt. In fact, did you see where the TSA just got immunity to do whatever they want to us, and that's now becoming this new little national processing force for emergencies and for disasters, and so they're creating this new bureaucracy. It's all very, very dangerous. Really, really good points. Thank you, James.
All right, God bless, Alex.
You two have a great week coming up as well. See, now that's a smart caller from every angle. The point is they're trying to destabilize the country. They're trying to cause a race war. They're trying to collapse the borders. What is Trump supposed to do? I'm not endorsing martial law. I'm not endorsing the Democrat version of Rex 84. I'm saying, what are we supposed to do? Because they're going to call, if they start collapsing stuff, Trump's response martial law. When clearly they're the globalist outside force doing it. All right, let's go to a bunch of these calls now.
Yes, that was me on Alex Jones today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed calling in, first-time caller. There was more to it that I wanted to say, but that's pretty much the synopsis, and so I wanted to be open and honest with you folks. That was me, and this is just what Americans need to do. You need to talk. Talk more, not less. More speech, not less. And get your voice out there. Be heard. There's lots of other things that I've called in for, and I share that with you folks too. Many of you have heard me on different things. So that's my 2 cents. I think speech is the most powerful weapon. Continue to use that so no other weapon is needed. And on that point, I will tell you, God bless, be well, and, God save the Republic. Austin Wounded. Chef out.